Let me tell you something, strength is not just about lifting weights or running miles. It's not about how much you can bench press or how fast you can move. Mental strength, that's the real game changer. The battle is fought in your mind, not in your body. And if you can win in here, in your head, then nothing outside of you can break you down. I'm talking about that quiet, unstoppable force that comes from within that lets you stand tall when the world is trying to tear you down. It's the ability to rise when life knocks you down, to keep pushing when others quit, and to move forward even when everything around you tells you to stop. So if you're ready to learn the secret to becoming mentally strong, buckle up, because it's time to rewire how you think, how you act, and how you win. Are you ready to get stronger? Let's go. Mastering your mindset. When we talk about mental strength, we're talking about something deeper than what meets the eye. It all begins with your mindset. You see, your mind is the most powerful tool you'll ever possess, and yet it's the one that most people neglect to master. How you see the world, how you approach challenges, how you respond to setbacks, it all starts with the way you think. If you want to become mentally strong, you've got to get control of your thoughts. The first battle you'll face is the battle inside your head. It's the daily war between doubt and belief, fear and courage, weakness and strength. The difference between someone who pushes through and someone who falls apart is the way they've trained their mind to respond. Your thoughts shape your reality. If you walk around thinking you can't handle the challenges that life throws at you, guess what? You won't. If you tell yourself you're not strong enough to get through a tough time, then you're already setting yourself up to fail. But when you flip that switch, when you tell yourself that you can handle whatever comes your way, the whole game changes. One of the biggest challenges most people face is staying stuck in a mindset of limitation. They're trapped in a cycle of negative thinking, replaying their past failures and fears over and over again. But the truth is, those failures don't define you unless you let them. Your past is just that, the past. It doesn't have to dictate your future. It's not about what happened to you, it's about what you do with what you've got right now. Mental strength starts with making a conscious decision to stop thinking small. Stop thinking that the only thing you can achieve is what's right in front of you. Your potential is limitless, but you've got to make the decision to believe that for yourself. That belief doesn't come from outside sources, it comes from within. It's a mindset shift that says, I am bigger than the problems in front of me. I am bigger than my fears. I am stronger than my doubts. But this is where most people give up. They want the strength, but they don't want to do the work it takes to get there. Changing your mindset isn't an overnight thing. It's a commitment to the way you think every single day. And it starts with simple things, how you speak to yourself. Words matter. They have the power to shape your perception of yourself and your world. So when you tell yourself, I'm not good enough or I can't handle this, you're literally programming your mind for failure. But when you say, I've got this or I am capable, you begin to wire your brain for success. It's a daily practice, and it starts with controlling the narrative in your head. Now, I know it's not always easy to keep that mindset when life throws curveballs at you. It's easy to fall into a victim mentality when things go wrong, to blame the world, to think that everything is working against you. But that's the moment when your mental strength is tested the most. That's when you have to stand firm and say, I am in control of how I respond to this. This is not the end of my story, it's just a chapter. Your mindset is your armor. It's the foundation upon which everything else is built. When you master your mindset, you can handle anything that comes your way. You stop letting fear make decisions for you. You stop letting past failures control your future. You stop giving in to the negative voices that try to tell you what you can't do. You start to realize that you are capable of far more than you ever imagined. And that realization is the key to unlocking your mental strength, embracing discomfort. Let's talk about something that's not always easy to hear. The road to mental strength is paved with discomfort. If you want to become truly strong, you need to get comfortable being uncomfortable. That's right, mental strength is built when you face challenges head on, when you step into the unknown, and when you push through the moments that make you want to quit. We live in a world where comfort is often the goal. We want the easy path, the quick wins, the instant gratification. But here's the harsh reality: mental toughness doesn't come from avoiding discomfort. It's forged in the fire of adversity. You don't build muscle by lifting light weights. You build strength by lifting heavier and heavier loads, by forcing your muscles to adapt. The same principle applies to your mind. Every time you push through a difficult situation, you're getting stronger. Every time you feel fear or doubt creeping in and decide to move forward anyway, you're strengthening your resolve. Discomfort is a sign that growth is happening. It's a reminder that you're doing something that requires you to stretch, to adapt, to evolve. When you face challenges and work through them, your mental fortitude grows, and that's what will carry you through even tougher times. Now, I know that discomfort isn't always easy to embrace. In fact, most people try to avoid it at all costs. When things get hard, they back off. When the pressure rises, they want to escape. But here's the truth: avoiding discomfort is only temporary relief. It doesn't make you stronger. It doesn't make you better. It keeps you stuck in the same place, unable to level up. Think about the hardest moments in your life. Think about the times when you thought you couldn't go on, when you were pushed to your limits. What happened when you stayed in the game, when you kept going even when you didn't feel like it? You grew, you became more resilient, you realized that you were capable of handling more than you thought. That's the power of embracing discomfort. It forces you to grow in ways you never expected. It makes you dig deeper, reach higher, and become more resourceful. The pain you feel today is what makes you stronger tomorrow. The discomfort you face now is what prepares you for even bigger challenges ahead. And here's another thing about discomfort: it's not always about facing the big dramatic challenges. Sometimes it's about enduring the small, everyday struggles that demand your mental strength. It's the long days, the setbacks, the little frustrations that test your patience and resolve. It's the daily grind of pushing through when you feel like giving up. Mental strength is built by doing the things you don't feel like doing. It's in the moments when you want to quit, but you don't. It's in the times when you're tired, but you keep pushing forward. The truth is, the more you embrace discomfort, the less it will control you. You'll start to realize that discomfort is temporary, but the strength you gain from it is permanent. It will no longer scare you. It will no longer break you. In fact, you'll start to see discomfort as a sign that you're on the right path. It means you're challenging yourself. It means you're growing. And it means you're building the mental strength that will carry you through any obstacle life throws your way. Next time you face something uncomfortable, don't run from it. Lean into it. Embrace it. See it for what it really is: an opportunity to get stronger, to become more resilient, and to prove to yourself that you have what it takes to handle anything. Discomfort is not your enemy. It's your greatest ally in the journey to becoming mentally strong, developing emotional resilience. Mental strength isn't just about what you can do when things are going well. It's about how you respond when life gets tough. It's about how you handle the emotional weight of setbacks, disappointments, and failures. Emotional resilience is one of the most powerful aspects of mental toughness. It's the ability to bounce back from hardship, to take the hits and keep moving forward. We all face challenges in life, some bigger than others, but what separates the mentally strong from the rest is how they handle their emotions during those tough times. The difference between those who thrive and those who fall apart is emotional resilience. You're going to feel pain. You're going to experience loss, rejection, and frustration. It's part of the human experience. But it's not the pain itself that determines your mental strength. It's how you process it and how you move past it. Emotions are a natural response to the challenges we face. They are the body's way of telling us that something is important. But emotional strength isn't about suppressing your feelings or pretending you're okay when you're not. It's about learning to understand and manage your emotions rather than letting them control you. It's about acknowledging the pain, feeling it, and then making the choice to rise above it. Think about the times you faced setbacks, those moments when you were knocked down, when life didn't go your way. It's easy to stay stuck in those emotions. You can easily find yourself trapped in the spiral of frustration, anger, or sadness. But what the mentally strong know is that those emotions don't define them. They know that feelings are temporary, and their response to those feelings is what matters. When you're resilient, you don't let your emotions dictate your actions. You learn to process your feelings in a healthy way. You don't let anger cloud your judgment. You don't let fear hold you back. Instead, you take control. You allow yourself to feel, but then you take the steps necessary to move forward. Resilience means you don't stay in that dark place. You get up, you keep going, and you learn from the experience. One of the key aspects of emotional resilience is the ability to keep your composure when things don't go according to plan. Life will throw curveballs at you, no matter how well you've prepared or how much you've worked for something. The real question is, how will you handle it when things go wrong? Will you let frustration and disappointment take over, or will you dig deep and keep pushing forward? Mentally strong people know how to accept what they cannot control. They don't waste energy on things that are outside of their reach. Instead, they focus on what they can change. They understand that challenges are inevitable, but they also know that they have the power to respond in a way that will keep them moving forward. Emotional resilience isn't about being immune to pain or stress. It's about choosing how to deal with it. It's about bouncing back stronger than before. Emotional resilience also means having the courage to face your vulnerabilities. You don't have to be perfect. You don't have to have everything together all the time. The mentally strong know that it's okay to feel weak. It's okay to be hurt. But they also know that those moments don't have to define them. It's about acknowledging your feelings, but then choosing to rise above them. The mentally resilient are not afraid to face their emotions head on. They take responsibility for how they feel and are not afraid to express their emotions in healthy ways. But they also understand that while emotions are important, they are not the whole story. They know that emotions are just part of the equation, and how you handle them determines how far you'll go. When you can develop this kind of emotional resilience, you become unstoppable. You stop letting your emotions run the show. You become the one in control. And no matter how tough things get, you will always find a way to push through. You will rise again, stronger and more capable, ready to face whatever comes next. Emotional resilience is not just a skill, it's the heart of mental strength. A commitment to self-discipline. Mental strength isn't just about having the will to keep going when things get tough. It's also about the discipline to show up every day, regardless of how you feel. It's about doing what you know needs to be done, even when you're tired, even when it's inconvenient, even when the motivation isn't there. And let me tell you something, there will be days when that motivation just won't show up. It's those days when discipline becomes the deciding factor between success and stagnation. You see, self-discipline is the backbone of mental strength. It's the practice of sticking to your goals and commitments, no matter the obstacles or distractions that come your way. It's the ability to maintain focus and consistency over time, especially when you don't feel like it. Because let's be real, if you only did the things that were easy or comfortable, you'd never grow. If you only worked when you felt like it, you'd never reach your true potential. Real growth happens when you push yourself past your comfort zone, when you do the work, even when it's hard. But here's the catch, discipline isn't something that just happens overnight. It's not a switch you flip when you need it. It's something you build one decision at a time. And the stronger your discipline, the stronger your mental resilience becomes. When you discipline your mind, you take control of your actions. You no longer let your emotions or temporary feelings dictate your behavior. You become the one in charge, the one making decisions based on long-term vision, not short-term desires. The truth is, self-discipline is the secret ingredient that separates those who achieve greatness from those who fall short. It's the difference between having a dream and turning that dream into reality. Think about it, everyone has dreams, everyone has big ideas and goals they want to accomplish, but not everyone is willing to put in the daily work that turns those dreams into something tangible, and that's where discipline comes in. It's about showing up day in and day out, even when you don't feel like it. It's about sticking to your commitments, even when the going gets tough. One of the greatest tests of self-discipline is resisting instant gratification. In a world filled with distractions, it's so easy to chase the quick fix, to seek out the things that make us feel good right now. Whether it's binge watching TV, scrolling through social media, or grabbing that extra slice of pizza, it's easy to indulge in things that offer immediate pleasure. But let me tell you something, those things don't lead to long-term success. They don't help you grow. In fact, they take away from your ability to achieve greatness. Discipline is about saying no to the things that distract you from your goals. It's about choosing long-term gain over short-term pleasure. It's about understanding that the real rewards come from doing the things that are hard, that require effort, that challenge you to become better. That's how you build mental strength. You choose discipline over indulgence. You do the hard work, even when it's uncomfortable. But here's the thing, discipline doesn't mean you never take a break. It doesn't mean you have to be perfect all the time. What it means is that you learn to prioritize what matters most. You make time for the things that align with your values, your goals, and your purpose. You understand that your time and energy are precious, and you use them wisely. It's about developing the habit of doing what needs to be done, even when you don't want to. This commitment to self-discipline also extends to your physical and mental health. Mental strength isn't just about working hard in your career or personal goals. It's about taking care of yourself. That means making time for exercise, eating well, and getting enough rest. It's about showing discipline in all areas of your life, because when you take care of your body and mind, everything else falls into place. Self-discipline also plays a key role in overcoming obstacles. Life will throw challenges your way, there's no doubt about that. But it's how you handle those challenges that makes all the difference. When you face adversity, discipline gives you the strength to keep going. It's what keeps you on track when everything else is falling apart. It's the fuel that keeps you moving forward, even when the road is tough. Discipline is what helps you stay focused on the bigger picture, even when the immediate situation feels overwhelming. It's what allows you to take consistent action toward your goals, no matter how many obstacles you face. And let's not forget that self-discipline is a skill. It's not something you're born with, it's something you can develop. The more you practice discipline, the easier it becomes. And as you strengthen this muscle, you begin to see the payoff. You start to notice the improvements in your life and your career, your health, your relationships. You realize that by choosing discipline over comfort, you're creating the foundation for lasting success. Here's the bottom line, self-discipline is the cornerstone of mental strength. Without it, your dreams remain just that, dreams. But when you commit to doing the work, even when it's hard, even when it's uncomfortable, you build the mental toughness that will carry you through anything life throws at you. The more you discipline yourself, the stronger your mind becomes, and the more power you have to create the life you want. Building unbreakable confidence. Confidence isn't just a feeling, it's a foundation. It's the backbone of mental strength. When you believe in your own abilities, you unlock doors that would otherwise remain closed. It's not enough to be tough in mind and body if you don't have the confidence to match. Confidence is the fuel that powers your persistence, your discipline, and your ability to face challenges head on. Without confidence, the other qualities that make you mentally strong become much harder to manifest. You can be disciplined, resilient, and determined, but without belief in yourself, your journey will always feel uncertain. Confidence begins with belief. It's the quiet knowing that no matter what life throws at you, you've got what it takes to handle it. It's the voice in your head that tells you, I am capable, even when the world around you is screaming the opposite. Confidence is not about arrogance or pretending to have all the answers. It's not about pretending you're invincible or immune to fear. No, true confidence is grounded in the understanding that you have the power within you to overcome anything. The foundation of unbreakable confidence is built on self-awareness. You have to know who you are, your strengths, your weaknesses, your potential, and your limits. When you are aware of who you are and where you stand, you stop questioning yourself at every turn. You stop seeking validation from others because you know your worth doesn't depend on their approval. You stop measuring yourself against other people's success and start measuring against your own growth. Many people struggle with confidence because they are constantly comparing themselves to others. We live in a world where everyone's highlight reel is displayed for the world to see thanks to social media. And it's easy to fall into the trap of feeling inadequate or behind. But here's the truth, your journey is your own. Confidence comes when you accept that, when you stop trying to live up to someone else's standards and start living by your own. Your worth is not defined by how you measure up to anyone else. It's defined by your actions, your character, and the way you show up every day. And when you realize that, you begin to stand tall in your own skin. But confidence is also about embracing failure. You're not always going to win. You're not always going to succeed on the first try. Confidence doesn't mean you'll never face setbacks. It means you'll have the courage to try again after every failure. Confidence is the ability to look failure in the face and say, I'm not done yet, when you can see failure as an opportunity to learn and grow rather than a reason to quit. You build the kind of confidence that can't be shaken. Confidence also grows when you take action. The more you do, the more you prove to yourself that you can handle whatever comes your way. Action is what strengthens your confidence muscle. You've got to take risks, put yourself out there, and do things that scare you. The more you step outside your comfort zone, the more you'll realize that you are capable of much more than you ever thought possible. Every time you push past your fear, your self-doubt, and your insecurities, you build confidence. You show yourself that you can rise to any challenge and come out stronger on the other side. But here's the thing, confidence isn't about being perfect. It's about being comfortable with imperfection. It's about understanding that you don't need to have everything figured out. It's about knowing that it's okay to fail, to stumble, to make mistakes along the way. What matters is that you get back up, you keep going, and you keep improving. Confidence is built by consistency, by the willingness to keep showing up and doing the work, even when you're not feeling your best. It's about pushing through those moments of self-doubt, knowing that you are capable of more than your mind is telling you in that moment. Another crucial aspect of building confidence is cultivating a positive self-image. The way you talk to yourself matters. If you constantly tell yourself that you're not good enough, that you'll never succeed, that you're not worthy, then you're conditioning your mind to believe those things. But when you speak words of affirmation, when you tell yourself that you are strong, capable, and worthy of success, you begin to believe it. Confidence comes from treating yourself with respect, from acknowledging your worth, and from reinforcing the belief that you can achieve anything you set your mind to. Self-care plays a major role in confidence as well. When you take care of your body, your mind, and your soul, you send a powerful message to yourself. I am worthy of love, I am worthy of success, and I am worthy of the life I desire. Confidence doesn't come from external validation, it comes from within. It comes from consistently showing up for yourself, from honoring your needs, and from putting in the work to become the best version of yourself. Mental strength and confidence go hand in hand. The stronger your mind, the stronger your confidence. And the stronger your confidence, the more mentally resilient you become. It's a cycle that feeds itself. When you trust yourself, you trust your ability to handle whatever challenges come your way. When you trust your ability, you push through adversity with determination. And when you push through, you prove to yourself that you are capable of overcoming even the toughest obstacles. Unbreakable confidence isn't something that's handed to you, it's earned. It's earned through the work you put in every single day. It's earned by showing up even when it's hard. It's earned by believing in yourself when no one else does. It's earned by taking responsibility for your actions, your successes, and your failures. Confidence comes from proving to yourself that you can handle anything life throws at you. It comes from doing the work, from staying committed, and from pushing yourself beyond what you thought was possible. So when you stand tall, when you face the world with confidence, know this, it's not because you've got it all figured out. It's because you've got the courage to keep going, to keep growing, and to keep believing in yourself. It's because you've built a foundation of unshakable confidence that no setback, no failure, no challenge can take away from you. And that's the true secret to becoming mentally strong. Now, as you walk away from this speech, remember that the power to build unbreakable confidence lies within you. You have the ability to rise above every obstacle, to stand tall in the face of adversity, and to believe in your own strength. Confidence isn't about being perfect. It's about being authentic, being persistent, and being relentless in your pursuit of greatness. Keep building it, keep owning it, and keep believing in yourself. Because when you do, there's nothing you can't achieve.